I feel today? Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! And don't do that! And don't do that!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We made it! And don't do that! And don't do that!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You already make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We made it! And don't do that! And don't do that! It's a wrap. Game over.
Nah, game ain't over. It's absolutely live and on fire. I'm AJ Jones, lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. All right, I've been a little bit under the weather. Been running some meetings, and I'm back. Trying to make some things happen. Trying to get some things done in every area of my business life. But, hey, we back on Winning Wednesday here on the show. And, man, what a week we had in the NFL. Some big surprises. Some folks didn't do so well, but some folks killed it. In fact, we got a first-time winner this week that I had to send him a message and say, how do you pronounce your name, brother? Because I didn't even know how to pronounce his name. But, again, big-time wins. So, hope everybody's been well. Keith Hennick, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Keith checked on me yesterday. And again, you know, I had to run some meetings, but man, when I got in, I had to shut it down a little bit, tried to get my congestion and throat and all that together. No COVID. I've checked. No COVID, but you know, there's other stuff running around in the atmosphere other than COVID. So I had to handle that. But again, I'm back. It's Winning Wednesday. And again, there's so much to talk about. Got to give some love right off the rip, though, to Texas Southern men's basketball. They got a big win the other night, but Prairie View last night knocked off a Pac-12 team. So I got to give love to both of them getting it done. And then, you know, those women of Jackson State, that basketball team is also breaking hearts and upsetting people as they go about their business. So the SWAC is alive and well in basketball, and I got to give love to them on the men and women's side. Again, big win Prairie View, big win last week for Texas Southern, or earlier in the week for Texas Southern, and big win for women Jackson State Tigers. So got to give love there. All right. What should I do? Should I get right to the lunch break weekly keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge? $50 has already gone out because, again, I had to call this person and ask them, how you pronounce your name, man? So anyway, let's go ahead and get right to it. If they haven't tuned in yet, they will see this later in the replay. But, man, tough week for a lot of people. And I'm not calling all of the names exhaustively, but we had quite a few 8-game winners, just calling out some of the names of the folks that you all know. King Doc had 8 wins. Big Time Floyd had 8. Todd got 8 of them in. The coach, Johnny Cole, had 8 of them in. Again, that's some of the 8-win folks. On the 9-win side, we had some folks up there. Duval had 9. Milo got 9 of them in. Football G got 9 of them in. Alexis, hey, baby girl, she got 9 of them in. Delano, nope, had 9 of them in. Amber, Emmanuel got 9 of them in. Keith, you got 9 of them in. And then, man, we got to the upper echelon. In a tough week, Keisha Kelly pulled up with 10 wins. Chi-Town pulled up with 10 wins. And, man, I just love Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl, if you're listening, I love you. I do. I absolutely love you. So Miss Pearl, Chi-Town, Keisha Kelly all had 10 wins this week on a tough week, man, because there were some surprise games. I'll get to them. But, again, I got to say congratulations to 2 11-win people. Terry S. had 11 wins, and Mike Jataki is how he pronounced it. Mike Jataki is how he pronounced it. He had 11 wins as well. So Mike G and Terry S at the top of the barrel. We had, again, over 100 participants this week, and 2 of them rose to the top. That's why I just called off names of some of the people that you know, but there were other people. Lanny G, Jasmine, Oz, Danny D had a bunch of wins. Jeremy was up there. Rio was up there. I mean, again, these people, y'all don't even know. C-Dub, Rico, you had folks in there that were getting it in out of the 100+ folks that participated this week. But it came down to 2. Mike Jataki and Terry S. both had 11 wins. So you know what that means. It came down to the tiebreaker. And one of the first things I looked at was who picked who. Mike Jataki picked Philadelphia to win. So Terry S. could have slid in there if he had it right. And Terry S. picked Philadelphia to win as well. So then it comes down to the final score. Final score of the game was 32-21. Surprisingly, 32-21, Washington. All right, Terry S. had 33-30. He was only off by 10 points. 1 for the win for the winning team, and then quite a few for the losing team. But very close. Mike Jataki had the final score 27-24. So, man, by only 2 points, Mike G got the win. Congratulations, Mike Jataki. MG is what I call him. He got the win this week. And the final was, again, 11 wins. That's what got it in. All right. So for all you folks out there who had a tough week, Keith said, please. I pronounced my name Keith. He said, it wasn't hard to pronounce my name. But, bro, it had some folks that got in on those 11 wins. So a lot of folks had 9. A lot of folks had 8. Few folks had 7. And then it varied from there. So, Mike G, congratulations. Enjoy that 50 on us. For those who want to know how you can get in, have a chance to win $50 every week for the rest of the season, all you got to do is pick all the games from Thursday night through Monday night. Thursday night through Monday night. Pick the winner of each game. No point spread necessary, none of that kind of stuff. Just tell me who's going to win out of each one of the games and pick them all. We're not doing a 10-play. We're not doing a 6-play. We're not doing an 8-play. You got to pick all of them. The bye games don't count. If they're off, they're off. Just pick the ones that are playing. And all you got to do is on the Monday night game, give me the exact final score of both teams, because as you saw, it came down to 2 points. 2-point differential between the winner and second place. So got to get in. What do you do with those picks? You text them to me. 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. You'll get a message back from either me or one of my amazing interns that says, got him. Or you can email him, aj@jonesmediaandent.com. That's aj@jonesmediaandent.com. And you'll get a message back from Destiny or Ebony that says, that says, got him. All right. So again, get them in. Got to have them by tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central. And again, you don't have to have played week 1 through 10 in order to get in. As you see, Mike Jataki, it's his first time playing, said one of his friends sent it to him, and he was glad to get in and glad to get the win. So I asked him if he could call in today or dial in. He said he's not able to do that. But again, congratulations, Mike. Man, keep playing, bro, because at the end of the season, if you're in the top 6, you got a chance to win $500 cash. In fact, I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll give you the current standings because we got to shake up at the top. We got to shake up at the top. In my future voice in 8 Mile, we got a new champion. We got a new champion. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Of course, Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Yordan Alvarez.
And it's caught! Debo Samuel with the catch. Michael Jordan consents.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central.
Man, there is amazing programming right here on BS3 TV, changing the way you watch TV. All you got to do is get your ROKU streaming device, download BS3 TV, and click on it, man. You're going to just be glad you did because there's something for everyone. In fact, I got a new promo I got to play down at the bottom of the hour, so y'all stick and stay for that. All right, again, congratulations. Mike G was the winner of this week's Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Over 100 people participated for the last couple of weeks, and I love that, man. We had a big jump, so I don't know who tapped in and shared this information with other groups because it just went up. It just went up, and I'm really glad about that. So let me do this. Let me give you the current standings because we got to shake up at the top. We got to shake up at the top right now at number 1. Right now at number 1 with 91 wins is none other than my frat brother, Delano. He is at number 1. At number 2, Miss Pearl with 89 wins, and she is tied with Emmanuel at number 3, Milo at number 4, and Amber at number 5. And then at number 6, rounding up the top 6 is none other than the man who's always in there, Big Time Floyd. So again, you got Delano at number 1, Miss Pearl at number 2, Emmanuel at number 3, Milo at number 4, Amber at number 5, and Big Time Floyd at number 6. But listen to me. One person that is got the same number of wins as Big Time Floyd is Chi-Town, but he is out by virtue of the tiebreaker. Al High is in number 8. He's only 1 win out of that top 6. At number 9, Keith Hennick, he's 4 wins out of top 6. And at number 10, you got Erica with a K. She is only 5 wins out of that top 6. Also 5 wins out of the top 6. At number 11, you got Todd. 12, Keisha Kelly. 6 wins out of the top 6 at 13, Clarence. 14, Alexis. 15, you got Football G. And at 16, you got T-Bone. Still with a shot to get in, Big Mike at 17, Vinny Hardy at 18, King Doc at 19, Allison Duval at 20. All right? So just hang in there. Hang in there. Keep sending in your picks. Again, number 1, Delano. Number 2, Miss Pearl. Number 3, Emmanuel. Number 4, Milo. Number 5, Amber. And number 6, Big Time Floyd. Chi-Town might be out of the top 6 for the first time since we've been playing it. Al High, he has been leading, and man, he had a tough week. He had a tough week. He had a tough week. All right. Keith Hennig has jumped up into the discussion. Erica with a K has been hanging in there. She had a tough week as well. Todd, 11. Keisha Kelly, 12. Clarence, 13. Alexis, 14. Football G is at 15. So we'll see how things go, man. But y'all got to keep playing. Y'all got to keep hanging in there. And you got a chance to get in that top 6. Got a chance to get in that top 6. All right, All Mad. All right, All Mad. All Mad said, do you think the Rams, Matt Stafford, is done? I tell you what, this Matt Stafford looks like Detroit Matt Stafford. I mean, it's amazing how you make a few changes on that defense and those wide receivers, and all of a sudden you got a whole different looking quarterback. So we'll see. We'll see. They got to do something spectacular to turn it around. CJ said, how many did I get right, Pastor AJ? Let me go to my stats, CJ. CJ, this week you had, where are you? You got 6 right, CJ, this week. You only got 6 right this week. So tough week for you too. You had been rolling, CJ. You had been rolling. Before this week, you had a 10-week win. You had an 11-week win. But this week was a 6-week win. So got to get back on it, CJ. You know what to do. You know how to get back in there. Keith Hennig said, I got him just where I want him. Keith, you are right there, brother. You are right there. You are at number 9, but you're only 4 wins out of that top 6. So, man, keep it coming. Keep it coming. So we'll see how this all plays out. Yeah, CJ, it was a tough one for you. I mean, if I look at the stats, everybody kind of got tripped up by a couple of games. Only three people got the I'm sorry, that's not right. That's not right. Let me see here. Only 5 people out of 100 plus got Carolina and Arizona right. That was one that stood out. Detroit and Chicago was another one that only a handful of people got right. Let's see. And then Washington and Philadelphia. There was only a handful of folks that got that right. So Carolina and Atlanta was a surprise. Detroit, Chicago was a surprise for some reason. Just looking at the stats. Green Bay and Dallas tripped a lot of people up. And then Washington and Philadelphia definitely got a lot of folks all tripped up. So those were the games that really separated those who had good weeks versus those who had bad weeks. Those who had good weeks got those, those trap games or those upset games. And then you had other folks that didn't quite get them. So, there we go. That's what happened there. All right. You know what I got next? When I come back from my break, I got my power rankings. We'll do quarterback rankings from the NFL, and I'm going to do the top 10 in the NFL. Top 10 in the NFL. We'll do that when we come back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
If you're looking for a sports program that gives you the flavor.
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show. BS3 Network proudly presents.
I am Cole Johnson, and welcome to
Cole Sports. with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon. And every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets. There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
All right, back here on the lunch break, powered by Jones Media and Entertainment, better known as JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV, changing the way you watch TV. And man, I tell you what, some great shows. Keith Hennig said, saw my first Minnesota Viking game this year, and man, they got a great team. Yeah, surprisingly. I mean, all they did was knock off Buffalo in a game that was so improbable for them to win, especially the way it went down. They got stopped on the goal line with very little time left. And man, Buffalo came up with the brilliant idea to quarterback sneak it out of the end zone. And what do you know? Josh Allen fumbles the ball in the end zone, recovered by Minnesota for a touchdown. Man, what a way but they went down there and kicked the field goal, tied it up in overtime. What happens? You got Minnesota getting that win. What a great game, though. That one was definitely an instant classic, with Minnesota winning that one 33-30 in overtime. Man, that game was like a movie. You had highs, you got lows, you got ups, you got downs, you got turns arounds, man. It was a great game. But I got to tell you, man, Minnesota is arguably the hottest team in the NFL right now, along with Philadelphia, who suffered their first loss. So we'll get to that in a minute. Hey, Erica K. Erica with a K. Let me give you your standings, Erica, in case you missed that. You are currently 10th, but you're only 5 wins out of the top 6. You got 6 right this week. So tough week for you, because you had 9 wins, 11 wins, 9 wins, and then you dropped off to 6 this week. So you're at number 10 right now, but you gotta get up in that top 6, Erica, so you can compete for $500 cash. All right. So now, what up, though, Willie? Willie had a tough week too. Willie won it all last week, and man, bro, what happened this week, Willie? I'll tell you what Willie did. Willie dropped all the way down. Man, Willie went from 12 wins, 11 wins to 6 wins. Come on, Willie. What happened, bro? Willie, you was playing the favorites. Willie was playing the favorites and he didn't get those upsets at all. So, big dog, got to get you back on track. Okay, first, let me he said, don't do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me give you my power rankings for the NFL after this crazy weekend. Power rankings, NFL after this crazy weekend. At number 1, by virtue of them winning and not losing, I've got Minnesota. At number 1 at 8-1. They knocked off Buffalo. My team at number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles, lost a tough division game to Washington, and that game was never in doubt. So I had to drop Minnesota. I had to drop Philadelphia down. I got Minnesota at number 1. So again, Minnesota number 1, Philadelphia number 2. At number 3, the team I think is going to be standing when all the dust settles in the AFC. I've got the Kansas City Chiefs at number 3. At number 4, surprisingly, I can't argue with their success, even though they beat one of the worst teams in the league. At number 4, I got the New York Giants. I've got New York Giants at number 4 at 7-2. At 7-3, a team that is not going away, and they are in first place in their division. I've got the Miami Dolphins at number 5. At number 6, you don't have to like them, I've got the Baltimore Ravens. At number 7, I've got Buffalo. And somebody said, if you played Baltimore head-to-head with Buffalo, do you think they would beat them? Yes, I do. That's why I've got them right there. Let me do it again. Number 1, Minnesota. Number 2, Philadelphia. Number 3, Kansas City. Number 4, the Giants. Number 5, the Dolphins. Number 6, I've got Baltimore. Number 7, I've got Buffalo. At number 8, I've got Dallas at 6-3. At number 9, I've got the Jets at 6-3. And at number 10, I've got the Tennessee Titans at 6-3. So that's the lunch breaks top 10. You can go with your own top 10. I'm not trying to compete with Pete Prisco or, Ian Rappaport or any of those guys. This is the lunch breaks top 10 based on what I've seen. All right. Number 1, Minnesota. Number 2, Philadelphia. Number 3, Kansas City. Number 4, the Giants. Number 5, the Dolphins. Number 6, the Ravens. Number 7, Buffalo. Number 8, Dallas. Number 9, the Jets. Jets, Jets. And number 10, Tennessee. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I think it's going to come down to Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. I think it's going to come down to those 3 for me. I mean, they could slide somebody else in there. Those will be the top 3 for me. All right, let me do something real quick. Y'all stay right there. Stay right there. I got to make sure I got the right thing here. Let me do it. Let me take a quick break. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where love is the only thing that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. Oh, and Jamie has something to say.
Deuces and trays.
Of course, Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez. And it's caught! Deebo Samuel with the catch. Michael Jordan can sense
the throw, just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Gold Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Keith Hennig, you are hilarious. But anyway, that's the new updated promo from BS3 TV. If you got a Roku streaming device, download BS3 TV and click on that bad boy, and you'll be glad you did. Great programming. We're changing the way you watch TV. Keith Hennig said the Buccaneers are 3-0 since the divorce. Only you, Keith. Only you, bro. Only you. Man, I heard a clip about Josh McDaniels. I heard a clip by Josh McDaniels that I wonder if I could play it. Can I play it? Let me see if I can find it again. It's a collaboration of podcasts where they're talking about Josh McDaniels. And yeah, Damian Adams, the real deal, posted it on Twitter. I'm just going to play the audio because it's kind of crazy. All right, check this out. Hold on. Let me get this queued up.
Started as a head coach, 6-0 with the Denver Broncos. Since that moment, he is 7-24 as a head coach.
Was that Tebow?
Yeah. No. It was before. It was Kyle Orton. It was before he traded away Cutler to the Bears, and then Kyle Orton.
Talking about Josh McDaniels.
And they were cheating. They were videotaping opponents' practices.
Yeah.
A little bit of a New England thing that he carried.
Head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Was more prepared for a game than the years that I played with Josh McDaniels. Every time we did exactly what he said,
this is facts, bro.
We won. He said, look, when they line up in this formation, you're their linebacker, they're running a deep dig behind you. He said, at the snap of the ball, sprint to the hash mark. He said, if you turn around fast enough, you got to pick. If not, it's going to hit you in the back of the head. We end up losing to San Francisco. We're supposed to beat San Francisco.
Okay.
Here's what happened.
Josh McDaniels.
Our film guy got caught because we had to share a stadium. Got caught filming their practice. 1 week later, Josh is fired. Once that losing streak happened, we was having breakfast. We was in there. It's like, damn, man, I knew we wasn't that good. We was cheating.
Josh McDaniels.
And he just sucked ever since.
So he was cheating, and they got caught. They had to stop cheating, and then he's just been objectively, by the numbers,
terrible. 7-24.
The worst coach in the NFL.
That is crazy, man. That is crazy. I heard that earlier. Again, let me give credit to the person that posted it because Damian Adams, the real deal with DA, at the real deal with DA, posted that. And that's crazy. I am a Josh McDaniels fan. I thought this would be the time that Josh would blow up. I felt like he chose the right job, went out there to Vegas, had good quarterback, good running back, young wide receivers. Man, That was painful. That was painful to hear. Willie, did you know about that? Willie usually knows those inside things like that. So, Willie, did you know about that? Hey, Donna Coleman-Holman, what's going on, sis? Love this woman right here. Thank you for your service. Hope you enjoyed your Veterans Day not too long ago. We love you to life. Do you hear me? All right, without further ado, let me get to quarterbacks. Willie said, I did. Willie, how come you don't be pulling me up on game, bro? You got to pull my coattail to some things, man. I don't be knowing. I was a Josh McDaniels. I thought him and, well, again, Vrabel is not a Bill Belichick disciple. I thought Josh was the one dude under Bill that was going to be the most successful. But not like that, Josh. Not like that. Not. Willie said Josh is from Canton, Ohio. Called as soon as I get this one done and on the books, man. I'm on that telly, bro. I'm going to holler at you. Let me get these quarterback power rankings out here as we speak. Let me get these things out here as we speak. Man, this is why I do them my way, because, you know, you listen to Pete Prisco and all them, and they will forever have Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes. But number one, for the second week in a row, Tua Tagovailoa, 118.4 passer rating and 71% completion rating, and they are the number one team in the AFC East right now. Number two, you ain't got to like him. They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though. Geno Smith at number two. He was number three last week, number two this week at 108 on the passer rating, 73% completion rating, and his team is in first place in their division. At number three, his team is in first place in the division, even though they suffered their first loss. Jalen Hurts, 106.4, 68% completion rate. I'll take that all day for all the folks who say, well, he ain't accurate. He can't play from the pocket. He's a running back playing quarterback. Pretty damn good for a running back. At number four, Patrick Mahomes, 106.1, 67% completion rate. Notice something in the top four quarterbacks? I can't tell what it is. It's something about all four of them. I can't put my finger on it. Pete Prisco can't put his finger on it either, because he would never have those four in the top four. At number five, Jimmy G. Again, they wrote him off, but all he's done is come in and trying to save the day for the 49ers. At number five, 100 passer rating, 67% completion rate. And this dude, I just like him because they said he couldn't do what he's doing. At number six, Josh Allen, 96.9 passer rating, 65% completion rate. Again, tough loss to a very good Minnesota team. He's at number six. At number seven, got to give him love. Got his first start. Colt McCoy came in with his first start. 96.4 in the passer rating. 70% completion rate for the former UT Longhorn. At number eight, Jared Goff said, hey, they didn't want me in LA. Now they all up on me. I'm at number 8 in Detroit. Jared Goff, 93.7 on the passer rating, 64% completion rate. Got a big win over the Bears. At number 9, there go that man. 93%, 65. Oh, yeah, and they got a win over the Cowboys. I ain't got to say his name. He don't mean nothing to me. Number 10, Ryan Tannehill, 93% on the rating and 63% on the completion rate. And again, he's got Tennessee in first place in the division. Daniel Jones, they just keep winning. He's got it at number 11, 92.7 there, 66% completion rate. And the old man, 3-0 after divorce, according to Keith Hennick. Tom Brady, 91.9 on the rating, 66% on the completion percent. At number 13, the dude that everybody wrote off, and they almost pulled it off, Marcus Mariota, 89.9, 62% completion percentage. 14, Derek Carr. Come on, Josh, stop cheating and get this dude coached up. 89.8 on the passer rating, 63% completion rate. And then the young gun at number 15, Trevor Lawrence, 89.7, 65% on the completion rate. All right, let's go back to the top. Let's go back to the top and run them through again. Tua Tagovailoa, number 1. Geno Smith, number 2. Jalen Hurts, number 3. Patrick Mahomes, number 4. Then we jump over. You got Jimmy G at 5. Josh Allen at number 6. Colt McCoy, first week on the ratings at number 7. Jared Goff at number 8. Number 9, that man. Number 10, Ryan Tannehill. Number 11, Daniel Jones. Number 12, Tom Aloysius Brady. 13, Marcus Mariota. 14, Derek Carr. And 15, Trevor Lawrence. So there we go. That's our lunch break power rankings for quarterbacks this week. Donna Coleman-Holman, A.B. Brown, and Mike said Mike is Belichick. Mariota might need to write back. No, Willie, stop that. Stop that. He in Atlanta trying to win some games, man. Leave that man alone. Let me look at the ratings, man. You talking about he might need to write back. Hater. Oh, hater. Willie will hate on you if you let him, god dog it. Willie will hate on him if you let him. Willie will hate. Atlanta, where they at? Falcons are right now 4-6. 4-6. The last playoff spot is 5-4. The last playoff spot in the NFC is 5-4. Atlanta is 4-6. Yeah, he'll need to write back. NASA. He'll need to write back. Take a break though. I'm gonna do that. Pay them bills. Be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
I like that show, man. That's a very good show. Revelations is a very good show on the BS3 network. Got a Roku streaming device? Just download BS3 TV and click on it, baby. You'll be glad you did. Changing the way you watch TV. All right. Allman said, AJ, that's Captain America Brady. Yeah, man. He, again, folks be trying to write folks off and they don't write back. Willie trying to write off Marcus. He don't need to write back, god dog. He got his team in contention. He got his team. In fact, let me look at the standings. Let me look at the divisional standings in the NFC. In the NFC South, Buccaneers 5-4, Falcons 4-6, bro. 2 games. Really, Buccaneers 5-5, Falcons 4-6. They 1 win out of first place in the division. He don't need to write back. He don't need to write back. Panthers 3-7, New Orleans 3-7. Now that's who needs to write. Dennis Allen needs to write back. That offensive coordinator needs to write back. Andy Dalton needs to write back. Those are the people that need to write back as a Saint fan. Let me go to the top of the list. NFC, you got Eagles at 8-1, got Giants at 7-2, Cowboys at 6-3, and Washington after knocking off the number 1 team at 5-5. Tough division. NFC North, you got Vikings at 8-1, Green Bay with their little, quarterback at 4-6. They can go ahead and call that one. I know that all the returns aren't in, but they can go ahead and call that division. Green Bay 4-6, and then Detroit 3-6, and then the Bears are at 3-7. I already did the South. Let's do the AFC or NFC West. Seattle 6-4, 49ers 5-4, Cardinals 4-6, and the Rams 3-6. Man, that's scary. That's scary to see the Rams playing like that. Over in the AFC, good Lord, AFC East, Minnesota Vikings 7-3, Jets 6-3, Bills 6-3, and Patriots 5-4. Man, I'm gonna make a statement real quick in a minute. In a minute. In the AFC North, about like I predicted it. Ravens 6-3, Bengals 5-4, Cleveland 3-6. That's a little off, and Steelers 3-6. I hate to see them down there. Personal reason. Hate to see them down there. AFC South, about like I expected. Tennessee 6-3, Colts 4-5-1, Jaguars 3-7, Texans 1-7-1. I didn't expect them to be that bad. All right, Chiefs 7-2 in the West, Chargers 5-4, about like I expected. Broncos 3-6. Y'all told me the Broncos were going to be all this and all that. And before you start trying to blame Russell Wilson, it ain't all him. The dude's playing hurt, and he's got trash for an offensive coordinator. Oh, that's the head coach too. Yeah. Raiders 2-7. They win when Josh McDaniels cheats. So there you go. Deshaun Watson is on the practice field as we speak. Help is on the way. All right, real quick. Nobody suffered more from this weekend's loss than Buffalo. Buffalo went from the number 1 seed in the AFC all the way down to number 6. They went from number 1 seed, a bye in the first round of the playoffs, down to number 6. Nobody suffered more than them. So now in the AFC, you got number 1, Kansas City, number 2, Miami, number 3, Tennessee, number 4, the Ravens. Wild card spots, you got Jets at 5, Bills at 6, Patriots at 7. Did you notice that every single one of the AFC East teams are in contention for the playoffs right now? If the playoffs started today, every single team from the AFC East would be in the playoffs. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Just out of the top 7, you got the Chargers at 8, Bengals at 9, Colts at 10, and the Browns at 11. So there you go. On the NFC side, in the number 1 spot in the NFC side, you got Eagles 8-1. You got Vikings 8-1. You got Seahawks 6-4, and you got the Buccaneers at 5-5. So number 1 seed Eagles, number 2 Vikings, number 3 Seahawks, number 4 Tampa Bay. At number 5, you got the Giants. Number 6, you got the Cowboys. And number 7, you got 49ers. But right there at number 8, you got Washington. So once again, you almost have every single team from the NFC East, like you have with the AFC East, almost every single team in the playoff contention. What's up with the teams in the East? Or the Eastern divisions, I should say, because, the Cowboys ain't in the East. Stop playing. Wow, isn't that something? Again, at number 8, Washington. Number 9, Green Bay. Number 10, Atlanta. See, Willie, they don't need to write back. They in playoff contention, Doc. Crazy. All right, one more break, and then I'm going to give you my power rankings from the SWAC. Got to get those SWAC power rankings in. One more break. We'll do that right after this on the lunch break on the powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. Be right back.
What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, y'all be sure to check out the Life Happens podcast tonight, 7 o'clock on BS3 TV. Just download BS3 TV from your Roku streaming device, and you will be able to check out the Life Happens podcast tonight. All right. Let me real quick throw up the SWAC power rankings, because, man, there were some good games in the SWAC. Good games in the SWAC this weekend. Jackson State stays on at number 1. They've all but wrapped up the Eastern side of the division. In fact, I think they have, because FAMU can't catch them. They've got a head-to-head win over FAMU, so that's a wrap. Jackson State is more than likely going to play that number 3 team, Prairie View, who is 1 win away from wrapping up the West. So at number 1, I get Jackson State undefeated. Number 2, the only team to lose, their only loss is to Jackson State. That's FAMU. Number 3, Prairie View. Everybody thought they'd fall off when Coach Dooley left and Coach Bubba McDowell moved in. He's 5-2. in the conference. At number 4, Alabama State at 4-3. Number 5, Texas Southern, very surprising, with a beatdown over Grambling this past weekend. At number 6, you got the Southern Jags. Number 7, you got Alcorn. Number 8, Alabama A&M. They played Jackson State tough this weekend. Number 9, Bethune-Cookman. Number 10, Grambling. Man, Hugh, got to figure it out, brother. Those Grambling alum, they don't give you much time, bro. You better get that figured out next season. Number 11, you got Valley, and number 12, Pine Bluff. They need to go and hire Johnny Cole. Pine Bluff, if y'all listening, y'all need to hire Johnny Cole. That's what you need to do. All right. All right. So there are the SWAC standings. Let me give you the MEAC standings. That was wrapped up this week as well. North Carolina Central has clinched the MEAC. They are going to face the winner of the SWAC in the Celebration Bowl in December. I'll be at that game as well. At number 2, you got Howard. Number 3, Morgan State. Number 4, Delaware State. Number 5, South Carolina State, the team that I thought was going to win it again. South Carolina State down at number 5, and Norfolk is down at number 6. But Central, 8-2 on the year, 4-1 in the division. They got a chance to compete in the – if they can get another win, they'll have a chance to compete in the FCS playoffs. They got a chance to compete in the FCS playoffs. Also, I think Florida A&M has a chance to make the FCS playoff with another win. They're at 8-2 as well, so we'll see. We'll see. What happened to the University of Virginia? 3 players murdered. Yeah, a former player shot and killed 3 current Virginia football players and wounded 2 other people. And as of right now, there is no definitive motive. There is some speculation that it had something to do with a hazing incident that was investigated, and nothing was done about it after the investigation concerning the young man that killed the 3 Virginia football players. But I got to tell you what really broke my heart was to see the UVA head coach on the stand next to the athletic director. And, man, he was just crushed, man, as the families are, I'm sure, as the families are as well. So if you are praying people, then please extend your sincere thoughts, not that political thoughts and prayers crap, but your sincere thoughts and prayers, positive energy, whatever you got, send it over there to Virginia and that campus. They've had a lot of tragedy on that campus, and this is a continuation of that. I told a good friend of mine, I said, man, it's time for some real action and not just political rhetoric. Not just political rhetoric, man. I heard the losing candidate for governor in Arizona, Carrie Lake, in an interview with a journalist in Australia. And she went on and on and on about the Second Amendment and how Australia is a weaker country because they don't have guns and they melted down their guns. Listen, let me tell you something. Guns don't make you strong. They don't make you powerful. They don't make you great. If you think that our greatness in this country is because of the Second Amendment and our guns, you have no idea what greatness is. And I'm glad you lost, Carrie Lake. I'm glad you lost. You're an idiot. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I hear she blocks people real fast. Block me, baby. Please, please block me. But again, sincere thoughts and prayers going out to those good folks. All right. All right, let me wrap this thing up, man. Let me wrap this thing up real quick. Again, congratulations to Mike G. Let me make sure I get his name right again. Mike Jataki. Mike Jataki had 11 wins this week and was only 8 off from the final score. 27-24 was his pick on the final score. Terry S. came in second with 11 wins. He had final score of 33-30, and he was 10 off. So, again, congratulations, Mike Jataki. And then in the current standings in the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, Delano, number 1, Miss Pearl, number 2, Emmanuel, number 3, Milo, number 4, Amber, number 5, Big Time Floyd is at number 6, but right there is number 7, Chi-Town, 8, Al High, 9, Keith Hennig, 10, Erica with a K. All right. So don't forget, get your picks in. Get your picks in by tomorrow, 6 o'clock Central. Get your picks in by tomorrow, 6 o'clock Central. If you have not played in any of the weeks, this will be your first week playing. Don't worry about it. Just get your picks in. Pick all the games. Let me get to them. All the games for week 11. Tomorrow night, Titans and Packers. Sunday, you got Panthers, Ravens, Commanders, Texans, Eagles, Colts, Rams, Saints, Cowboys, Vikings, Bengals, Steelers, Bears, Falcons, Bills, Browns, Jets, Patriots, Lions, Giants, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, and then the Monday night game is the one that I need the exact final score. 49ers, Cardinals, give me the exact final score for that game. This week on the bye, you got Buccaneers, Dolphins, Jaguars, and Seahawks. So pick well, get those to me by tomorrow, 6 o'clock Central. Text them 832-403-5005, 832-403-5005, or email them, aj@jonesmediaandent.com. You'll get a message back from one of the interns that says, got them, you're in. No entrance fee, no point spreads, nothing like that. However you pick them like that. Because Miss Pearl, however she's doing them well. She's doing them well. However MG did it this week, he did them well. So just, however you pick them. Hey, AJ, we have the G back on the helmets, and they said we were 40 freshmen on the team. Yeah, again, man, I don't know what Hugh's over there doing, taking the G's off and all that kind of stuff. I mean, let me tell you something. I thought Mike Leach, he was folding up chairs so the guys couldn't sit down on the sidelines. Just coach, man. Just coach. Talk to the guys, get them motivated. But all these other taking the G's off and folding up chairs and all that kind of stuff, man, that's nonsense. This is a whole different era. And the folks that think that that's good coaching and all that kind of stuff, listen, let me tell you something, man. It's a new era. These young kids don't respond to all that nonsense that we responded to back in the day. So you put a chair down so I can't sit down. Hey, Ed Oliver had a nice little conversation with Major Applewhite about a jacket on the sideline. So all I'm going to say is all this little, just coach, man. Coach and win games. He took the G off, and they're 2-5. So he needs to put that G on. The team is going to be better, though. Like you said, 40 freshmen, they're going to be all right. All right, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I do love you. There's nothing you can do about it. So meet me here tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, and should have a special guest as well. So we'll talk to you then. Y'all have a great rest of your day, okay? All right.
Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday. Yep, getting over that hump. November 16th, 2022. Number 1, as the state of Georgia moves on and prepares for a runoff election in a U.S. Senate race, residents of the City of Angels are awaiting the results of votes cast over a week ago in the mayoral race. U.S. Congresswoman Karen Bass currently leads in the race to become mayor of Los Angeles. Many polls and political observers were predicting a win for the former Republican Rick Caruso. However, the LA Times reported an updated vote tally showing the Congresswoman leading the real estate developer by more than 4 points. Number 2, according to a recent survey, Hispanic and Black voters continue to vote solidly for Democrats. However, there has been a shift in the Republicans' favor since 2018. Younger Black voters moved a substantial 22 percentage points towards Republicans in 2022. Latinos who identify as Republicans disagree on gun rights, gun control, and gun ownership, perhaps signifying weak ties to the GOP overall. Number 3, a federal judge has approved a nearly $58 million settlement in a class action lawsuit filed in response to the deaths of dozens of veterans who contracted COVID-19 at a Massachusetts veterans' home. The coronavirus outbreak at the Soldiers' Home in Holyoke in the spring of 2020 was one of the deadliest outbreaks at a long-term care facility in the U.S. The families of veterans who died will receive a minimum of $400,000 each, while veterans who contracted the disease and survived will receive a minimum of $10,000 under the settlement's terms. Number 4. The Human Rights Campaign Foundation is the educational arm of the nation's largest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer civil rights organization. It has now officially been recorded more violent deaths of transgender and gender non-conforming people than any other year prior. At least 45 people have been murdered, and often the stories go unreported or misreported. The week before Transgender Day of Remembrance on November 20th, people and organizations around the country participate in Transgender Awareness Week to help raise the visibility of transgender people. Number 5, Deisha Dixon has been missing from Florida since November 8th of 2022. She's a black female with medium complexion and long black hair. She was last seen wearing a blue dress, white shoes, and yellow socks. Anyone with information about Deisha's disappearance, please go to the Black and Missing Foundation website. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Let go of your perception of how the world should be. Inhale acceptance. Exhale expectation. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with the man of the world, Stephen Hill, comedian of the world, Myra J., and activist Quinn Townsend Riley as we discuss today's top headlines around the world and more. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, What You Need to Know, please visit SibylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.